So you've been told to open up your body at impact. You've also been told that the first move you should make from the top is to turn your hips. Now I bet that whenever you do this, you slice the ball like crazy. And what if I told you that by doing all of the things I just said, it's actually making you worse? Now, if you're someone who battles that big old slice, what I'm about to show you today is probably unlike anything else you've ever heard. Now, I can guarantee you, that's right, I said guarantee you that this exact move will work for you. So stick around and I'm going to show you exactly what this move is. So as I said there, if you're someone who slices the golf ball and you've been told to open up on the way down, it's making your golf swing worse. And here's why. When you get to the top of your golf swing and you hear rotate, open up the hips, turn, all you're going to do is this. And this movement causes those massive pulls and those massive slices. So if you've tried everything and watched everything and you still can't quite shallow the golf club on the way down, I guarantee you that this video will change everything for you. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to hit a golf ball with a ball position that looks exactly like this. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ryan, that's stupid, that's ridiculous. How on earth am I meant to hit a golf ball with a ball position that's that far back? Well, let me explain. Now what you can see here are 5 different ball positions. One ball position is super far back in the stance, and the other ball position all the way on this side is super forward in our stance. Now the one thing we need to understand about the different ball positions that we're using is the more back the golf ball is, the more we can hit that golf ball from an inside out swing direction. The more forward the ball position is, the more we're going to swing that golf ball or swing that golf club and hit a ball from a more out to in swing direction. Now, if you think about the effect this has on the body, if I try and hit the back ball position, my body will work more around, and on the way down, it will stay closed for longer. And the forward ball position, in order for me to reach that, I would need to swing fairly neutral, but then I would need to open up my body in order to reach the forward ball position. So which one do you think is going to cause a big slice? And which one do you think is going to cause a big hook? So in this case, for the slicer of the golf ball who gets their path too much out to in, this back ball position is going to produce a big hook. It's going to cause or force the body to stay closed on the way down, because if they don't, they are literally going to miss the golf ball over the top of it. Now don't get me wrong, the shot I'm about to play from this very far back ball position is going to be the biggest hook that you've ever hit in your life. But I can guarantee you, if you're a chronic slicer of the golf ball, you can't even spell hook. Oh, did you see that? Big hook. Okay, now I know what you're thinking, it's not functional. Yes, but that's not the point. The point is, I was able to move my body in the best way possible in order to change my slice to a hook. Now we all know that that shot is not functional on the golf course, but we need to understand one thing. That ball position and that shot shape is helping us create new body movements that is completely going against the slice action. So what we want to do now, once we've practiced that shot a few times and we're able to hit that big hook, all we want to do is bring this back to neutral. We just want to get that golf ball back up in our stance just a little bit. We're going to do this by about half. So normally you would have a middle ball position. In this case, we've got it super far back, almost off my right toe. So we're going to kind of find the happy medium and have it more between the middle and the right toe. So again here, the goal is still to have that ball move from right to left. I still want my body to do the same thing. So as we get set up to this golf ball, the ball is still quite far back. Let me bring it forward even more. And we're still looking for a golf swing where we turn pretty well, but then we keep that body nice and closed. Remember, we're not trying to open up. We're not trying to do anything silly like that. We're just trying to get to the top, feel like we can get that club to come down behind us, and this will give me my in to out swing direction, and hopefully this one comes out with, it would still be a hook, but it's a little bit less of a hook than the one you saw just before. So you saw that ball flight there. That was more of a push draw. So instead of it hooking quite violently, I was able to hit more of a push draw. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it back right towards the middle, but what we're going to feel is the exact same thing with our body. We want to make sure that that body feels like we're getting to the top, we're not spinning out too early, we're keeping everything closed for longer, hips, shoulders, chest, arms down, and this will now produce more of a nice little draw now that that ball position is in the middle of my stance. So as you can see there, that was super difficult for me to hit a slice. I was able to hit a perfect little draw with the same body movements, except this time all I did was I moved the ball more up in my stance, and that was able to get the golf club much more neutral to my path and thus hit a perfect little draw. Now again, if you are a chronic slicer of the golf ball, you need to go through these steps. Have that ball super far back and make sure that the only shot you see is a big hook that starts well out to the right and moves to the left. That's a true indication that your club path is super far from the inside and that face is super closed, which is the complete opposite to what you normally do, which is you have a path way left and a face way open. Once you've exaggerated it enough times, you can then start to bring everything back, get that ball position more towards the middle of the stance, but make sure that you're still feeling the body motions in order to hit that big hook shot, but now you're going to turn it into a draw. So there you have it. Comment below if you've given this drill a go and tell me if it reduces your slice. I can almost guarantee you that you are not slicing anymore. Now for some wild reason, if you are still slicing the ball, which I highly doubt you are, but if you are, you're going to want to watch the video that's on the screen right now. Because in order to stop your slice for good, you're going to need to learn these 3 elements that are crucial when learning how to stop slicing your golf ball.